The one-lap signal from Andy Harold Kender Ashbeck. Brian Hoppy takes over the pace of this field in the Gildan Activewear Chevrolet. Tim Schindel on the outside of the front row. Ashbeck holding him back, green flag, and we're racing. A good start for a Hoppy, could put it to the point, he will. As they come out of turn 2, Eddie Hoffman will tuck it up in front of Ryan Hansen. Ron Breeze Jr. down on the inside of the 66 of Steve Carlson. Paul Menard going to sneak up in the 18 car to the outside of the 01 of Breeze. Hansen continues to work down on the inside in the Magic Construction Chevrolet. Pete Moore off the pace. Pete Moore. Unfortunate for the driver out of McFarland, Wisconsin, Pete Moore, into the infield pits. Steve Carlson holding on to that 4th spot. Paul Menard working to the outside of Ryan Hansen. Ron Breeze has gotten into that outside groove now. Breeze will tuck up behind Menard. He'll go to work on the outside of Hansen. Boris Yurkovic working to the outside of the 17 of John Lemke. Yurkovic going to hold that 9th spot. Lemke running 10th in the KC Colors 17 car. Franzen and Finney battling for the 11th spot. Oh, wrong goes Finney. Franzen and Finney getting into it a little bit. And Finney coming around. Finney gets it out of the mud and back onto the track. Dave Sweet-Tart Finney trying to stay on that lead lap now as Brian Hoppy bearing down. John Lemke, the KC Colors, 17 down to the inside of the 53 of Boris Yurkovic. Battle for 9th. And Lemke going to move it up to that 9th spot. Ron Breeze Jr. has an idea down to the inside of the 18 of Paul Menard. Menard slamming the door shut out of turn 2. At the back of the pack, Les Ferris trying to hold on to a spot. Jeremy Lepak working down to the inside of the 56 car. Ron Breeze Jr. in that battle for 5th. Breeze going to move it up to 5th around Paul Menard. Here comes Ryan Hansen looking down to the inside of Menard. Hansen with Dirks in tow with the 29 car. Again, Jeremy Lepak down to the inside of the 4 of Les Ferris. Josh Patton is the 11th car, the 2002 NASCAR Remax Challenge Series Rookie of the Year, keeping the pressure on the 19 of Eric Franzen. Pete Moore coming back out in the 86 car. they work it. Franzen to the back of the 53 of Jurkovic. And Franzen moves around Jurkovic, as does the 11 of Badness. Franzen into the top 10 now in that 10th spot of the 19th car. Hoppy by 5 car lengths over the 21 of Schindel. Schindel, big puff of smoke coming off the brake, left front brake of Schindel as he went into turn 1 that time. Eddie Hoffman running third in the 8 car, running fourth is 66 of Steve Carlson, running fifth is 01 of Ron Breeze Jr., sixth the 18 of Paul Menard, seventh Ryan Hansen, and the 68th the 29 of Justin Dirks, ninth the 17 of John Lemke, and 10th the 19 of Eric Franzen. Josh Badness continues to put the pressure on Franzen in the 19th car. Dave Finney, after that spin, able to keep that car on the lead lap, working around the outside of the 02 of George Prentice Jr. Finney will pick up the spot down the back straight, try to stay on that lead lap. Prentice now in jeopardy of going a lap down. Comes Hoppy up on George Prentice Jr. in the 02. Jr. pulls it down on the inside. And George Prentice Jr. now one lap down. Next in line, the 26 of Dave Finney. That Magic Construction 60 car all over the back end of that 18 of Paul Bedard. The pressure there in a race for 6th. Hansen down to the inside, got some lap traffic coming up in the 02 of George Prentice Jr. Dave Finney driving the wheels off that 26 car to remain on the lead lap. Oh, side by side right in front of the leaders. Look out. The 41 of the 10. The 41 of Jeff Way and the 10 of Doug Klein. All right, the field is ready to go back to work here. Starting to pick it up. Green flag, and we're racing. Good restart for Brian Hoppy, off and flying here. Tim Schindel able to stick with him for the most part. Eddie Hoffman running third, Steve Carlson running fourth, and it's Ron Breeze Jr. in that 5th spot. But he's staying in line. They work to the outside of the lap trap. Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman looking down to the inside of Schindel. Schindel trying to keep that solo cam Bose. Chevrolet in front of the 8 of Eddie Hoffman. Hoffman now a little higher through the corner. Hoppy able to check out a little bit while that battle goes on. Carlson took a little peek down to the inside of the Lisa Thomas Salon Chevrolet of Hoffman. Oh, Hoffman into the back of Schindel. Hoffman into the back of Schindel and then around, opening the door for Carlson. Schindel trying to hold on to the 3rd spot. Carlson going to grab it from him. Down the back straight. Carlson to 3rd. Here comes Ron Breeze Jr. to the inside. Breeze will take over the 4th spot. Paul Menard sees that opening on the inside. Schindel going to hold him back. And Ryan Hansen sneaking to the outside of Menard, now down to the inside. Hansen, strong move down to the inside of Menard. That battle for sixth. And Ryan Hansen moves it up to the sixth spot. The Magic Construction 60 car on the move. 50 laps are in, 200 laps to go. Jeremy Leapak, the 56, with a peek down to the inside of the 22 of Tim Rothe. Rothe able to slam the door shut out of the corner. Turks, nose to tail out of the corner. And battled for eighth. Hoffman, right there on the rear quarter panel with a 51 of Hoppy. Hoffman all over the back end. Looking high, looking low. Posting the only other victory here at Rockford Speedway in the last 8 races other than Steve Carlson for the NASCAR Remax Challenge Series. The leaders, Brian Hoppy and Eddie Hoffman, start to sneak up on the tail end of the field right now, the 53 of Boris Yurkovic. Josh Badness, the 11, with a tap to the back into the 17 of John Lemke. Madness trying to move up from that 10th spot. Hoffman continues the pressure on Hoppy. Throwing it out of the corner. A lap or two away from catching the tail end of the field as the 99 of Brian Roach works down around the inside of the 10 of Doug Klein. Boris Yurkovic also working down to the inside of Klein. Here comes Hoppy. Hoppy down to the inside of Klein in the 10 car. Hoffman will come with him. They blow by the 10 car of Klein. Next in line, the 53 of Yurkovic. Ryan Becker trying to move that 99 down to the inside of the 4 of Les Ferris. Brian Roach out of Becker, can. Brian Roach down to the inside of Ferris, and Hoppy got to be figuring out which way to go, to the inside or the outside. And Roach will go down to the inside. Ferris will tuck down to the inside. Hoppy and Hoffman make their way through. Oh, the 4 of Ferris squeezing the 99 of Roach up into the wall down the front straight. Carlson able to clear those 2 cars. Ron Breeze Jr. around the 4 and the 99. Here comes Schindel and Ryan Hansen holding on to that 6th spot. Hoffman takes a peek down to the inside. Got some clear track right now. Little tap coming out of turn 2. Coming out of turn 4, Hoffman up and underneath the rear end of that 51 of Hoppy. Hoffman, your new leader on lap 76. The 8 car of Eddie Hoffman taking over the lead. Hoppy right back at him. Right where Hoffman got into Hoppy. Steve Carlson now lined up behind the 51 of Hoppy. Boris Yurkovic, the 53, a lap car, working on the lap car of the 4 of Les Ferris. Runs right up on the back end of the 8 of Hoffman one more time. Hoffman able to pull him down the straightaways, but Hoppy closes it up in the corners. He'll do a work around the 0-2 of George Prentice Jr. one more time. Justin Dirks, the 29, looking to the inside of the 18 of Paul Bedard. They had a battle for 7. Dirks stays on the inside. Bedard able to hold on to that 7th spot. Dirks right back down to the inside. Duck line, into the side of the 4 of Les Ferris as they come out of the corner. Line hard into the side of the 4 of Ferris. Trying to work around to the outside of the 4 of Ferris. Eddie Hoffman sneaking up on the lap car, many laps down, is the 86 of Pete Moore. Dave Finney 1 lap down in the 26. Tim Rolte there in the 22. Rolte, the last car on the lead lap right now. a lap car, Rothy a lead lap car, and Hoffman sneaking up on Rothy. Rothy will work to the outside of Ferris. Hoffman right there about to put Tim Rothy a lap down. Giving Hoffman room on the outside. Tim Rothy now a lap down as they come out of turn 2. Eddie Hoffman, your leader in the 8 car, running second, the 51 of Brian Hoppy, third, the 66 of Steve Carlson, fourth, the 01 of Ron Breeze Jr., fifth is the 60 of Ryan Hansen as he moves around the 6th place car, the 21 of Tim Schindel. 7th would be back to the 18 of Paul Menard, 8th to 29 of Justin Dirks, 9th to 17 of John Lemke, 10th the 11 of Josh Vadnais, 11th would be the 19 of Eric Franzen, 12th the 56 of Jeremy Leapak. Those 12 cars, your lead lap cars. Back up on the 41 of Jeff Way. Hoffman able to open up a 6-car length lead over the 51 of Brian Hoppy. Steve Carlson looking strong as ever. 147 and a half laps to go. Look out in the corner. Vadnais up into Franzen. Les Ferris was down on the inside of that. Jurkovic will work that 53 around Doug Klein on the inside. Jurkovic a lap down, but lead lap cars, Paul Menard now works down to the inside. Justin Dirks to the 29 and the 17 of John Lemke. And Menard continue to contest that spot. Battle for 7th. Eddie Hoffman forces his way to the outside of the 02 of George Prentice Jr. Picks it up back there. A good race going on between the 11 of Josh Madness, the 19 of Eric Franzen, and the 56 of Jeremy Lepak. Here comes Justin Dirks down to the inside of Paul Menard. They got lap traffic in front of them. That for position. The 29 of Dirks. Gonna work around Menard, opening the door for the 17 of Lemke. He'll look down to the inside of Klein. Jeff Way able to get around Klein. Way trying to stay there. The 4 of Les Ferris into the pit area. Smoke coming up from beneath that hood of the 4 car. Ryan Hoppy makes his way around the 41 of Jeff Way. Often able to open up that lead on Hoppy. Hoppy able to keep that lead on Carlson, but not enough of a lead on Carlson. Oh, around goes Yerkovic. Oh, look out. Paul Menard gets involved. Front pit will be open this time around. See if these lead lap cars head into the pits or not. Menard heads in, along with Tim Schindel in the 21. The 56 of Jeremy Lepak also into the pit. They'll go to the right side of that car. Comes the field green flag, and we're racing. They get it back going. A good start for Fast Eddie Hoffman. Hansen makes his way around the lap car of Dave Penny. Tim Rothie around the 02 of George Prentice Jr. Oh, Prentice slides right up in front of the 29 of Dirks. Dirks able to get by the 02 of Prentice, bringing the 17 of John Lemke to the outside. Laps away for the 150 lap mark here. Hoffman keeps clicking them off with Hoppy in pursuit. Hoppy able to keep that car comfortably in front of the 66 of Carlson. Best battle on the racetrack right now for that 6th spot. Justin Dirks in the 29, the 17 of John Lemke, the 11 of Josh Badness, all battling hard for that 6th spot. Lemke runs right up on the back into the 29 of Dirks. Lemke looks down to the inside, got the nose inside. Dirks slamming and shut out on 2. Again, Lemke with a charge. A tap in the corner. Lap cars nose to tail in a battle for that 6th spot. Justin Dirks in the 29, the 17 of Lemke, the 11 of Badness, the 21 of Schindel, and the 56 of Lepak. Schindel with a peek down to the inside, the 11 of Badness. Badness able to hold on to the 8th spot. And 100 laps to go. Carlson sneaking up on the 51 of Hoppy. Freeze right there with Carlson. All in front of the 60 of Ryan Hansen. There goes Dirks down to the inside of Rothy. Rothy a lap car. Justin Dirks works down to the inside. Bringing John Lemke with him. And the 11 of Josh Badness. Hoppy clears the 10 of Doug Klein, as does Carlson, Freeze, and now the 60 of Hansen. Lepak working down to the inside of Rothy. Franzen is down there in the 19 car. That opens the door for Pete Moore. More laps down to the field, but very stout race car right now for the 86 of Pete Moore. Everybody staying in line right now. Hoffman able to open that up to 8 car lengths over Brian Hoppy. Lemke and Dirks. Dirks sliding through the corner. Lemke had to check up behind him. Schindel works down to the inside of Klein, and it's bringing Jeremy Lepak in the 56 around Klein. Branson will look to the high side of Klein. To the high side of the lap car of George Prentice Jr. Rothie works around Klein to the inside, or down to the inside. Brian Roach with him. Hoffman reeling in. Klein. Hoffman will go to the high side. Klein pulls down to the inside. Eddie Hoffman opening that lead up. Steve Carlson closes it up on the 51 of Hoppy. Closing it on Hoppy, and Ron Breeze Jr. closes it up on Carlson. Hoffman works to the outside of Roach. Brian Roach giving Hoffman plenty of racing room. Next in line for Hoffman, the 22 of Tim Rothie. Car 1 lap down already, about to go 2 down. Hoffman to the high side of Rothie. Brian Roach will follow suit to that high side. The 18 of Paul Menard back on the racetrack. Tough break for the driver from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Some smoke showing out behind the 18 of Paul Menard. George Prentice Jr. pulls behind Menard. Here comes Dirks, Lemke, and Madness around. And Menard going to park that car one more time as he heads to the infield. Sailing for Eddie Hoffman. 183 complete. That time by for Hoffman. On in second, Brian Hoppy in the 51. Then it's the 66 of Steve Carlson, the 01 of Ron Breeze Jr., the 60 of Brian Hansen. So your top five. And it's back to the 29 of Justin Dirks. Here's a pass for seventh right now. Josh Badness to the outside will take that seventh spot. In the 11 car, away from the 17 of John Lemke. Lemke drops to 8th. 9th to 21 of Tim Schindel. 10th to 56 of Jeremy Leapak. Leapak not on the lead lap, so that 10th car would be Eric Franzen in the 19. Those 10 cars on the lead lap. One more time, will contest the outside against the 02 of George Prentice Jr. Hoffman sneaking up. The next lead lap car he come up on is the 19 of Eric Franzen. Franzen trying to work down to the inside of the lap car. The 26 of Dave Finney. Finney off the pace. Franzen had to get back off of it. Finney drops off the pace in the 26 car. Dave Sweetheart Finney limping that 26 car around to the back pit. Paul Menard back out of the 18 car as Dave Finney heads into the infield. Keeps that 18 car down to the inside. No more smoking coming from that 18 car. Not able to do anything with Hoppy. Breeze not able to do anything with Carlson. Coming up to that 50 lap mark. Having a race of it with Josh Badness. He was down to the inside again. They tangled a little bit out of turn 4. Badness coming out the better of that skirmish out of turn 4. Lemke is right back at it, running a lot lower line than the 11 of Badness. Be able to open up that advantage over Carlson now. Eric Franzen, the 19, that is a lead lap car. Last car on the lead lap. He'll work around the inside of the 10 of Doug Klein. Trying to put some cars between himself and leader Eddie Hoffman. Lemke again down to the inside of Badness. They have the 0-2 of George Prentice Jr. to contend with. It will force Lemke to get back in line here. Been able to work around the outside of the 10 of Klein. Hoppy starting to reel in the 8 of Eddie Hoffman, closing that gap up a little bit. Watching the laps tick down, Brian Hoppy starting to make that move toward the front. Again, Lemke and Badness going at it here. That battle for 7th has been fast and furious between the 11 of Josh Badness and the 17 of John Lemke. Lemke again will look down to the inside. Again, Badness able to pull him out of the corner. Oh, look out, the 41 car on the loose. Jeff Way gathers it back in. Brian Hoppy has reeled in the leader. Hoppy looking down to the inside. Running a lot lower line in the corner than the 8 of Eddie Hoffman. Clear track in front of the leader right now would be a good time if Hoppy's got it to get around the leader. Here comes Hoppy on the charge right to the back end of the leader. Hoffman. Hoppy to the inside. Hoffman able to hold on to the lead. Again, Hoppy with a peek down to the inside. Hoffman able to open it up a bit on Hoppy. They'll have traffic to contend with here. Spin over in turn 2. Tim Rothe goes around. The 22 of Rothe going around. Caution comes. 8 of Eddie Hoffman as he works to the outside of Jeff Way in the 41 car. Hoffman will pace this field. Way sneaking out ahead of the leader there. They pick it up, green flag, and we're racing. Good start, good restart for Eddie Hoffman. Jeff Way out in that racing groove in front of the 60 of Ryan Hansen. Tap in the corner. Again, he runs up on Hoffman. Ryan Hoppy dives down to the inside. Hoffman pulls him out of the corner. Again, Hoppy with with a run to the inside again. Hoffman able to slam the door shut. Here he comes one more time. Hoffman able to hold a half-car length lead. They hit down the back straight. Lemke taking a peek down on the inside of the 11 of Madness. Lemke down to the inside. That for 7. Hoppy again running right up to that rear quarter panel. A good battle right now for 7th. Lemke way down to the inside. Madness. Oh, they touch coming out of turn 2. The 17 of Lemke, the 11 of Madness. Hoppy again with a run to the inside. Here comes Hoppy. Hoppy is going to be the new leader. A rub on the way by. Ron Breeze Jr. look to the high side of Carlson. Carlson peeks to the inside of Hoffman. Justin Dirks trying to get around the lap car of Jeff Way. He'll do it on the inside. Josh Madness starts fading back. Eric Franzen able to get around Madness in the 11 car. Hoppy, Hoffman, Carlson, Breeze, and Hansen. The top 5 up to 6, John Lemke. 7th, Tim Schindel. 8th, Eric Franzen. 9th, Josh Madness. Justin Dirks rather holding on to that 6th spot, and Lemke running 7th. Hoppy continues to open it up. Looks content, staying in line behind Hoffman. Ron Breeze making a run up on Carlson. Dirks is right there with the 60 of Ryan Hansen. Here comes Carlson peeking down to the inside. Brian Hoppy out of turn 4 to the white flag, 1 to go. Here comes Breeze. Breeze with a look to the inside. No go that time. Brian Hoppy out of turn 4 to the checkered flag. 2nd's going to be Hoffman. 3rd, Carlson. 4th, Breeze. 5th, Hansen. Up for Carlson to claim that championship pending the final tech here today. And that'll be made official later on after these cars are tech through. Brian Hoppy on the back straight. Oh yeah, a quadruple. I think he's a happy a happy driver, a happy hoppy. Oh, he wants to do it. No, yes, he does. He wants to do it over here, too, he says. The figure eight. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Brian, I think you need to stop for tires. They'll get him unstrapped here, unbuckled. I think all four of them are gone on this one. And it's been a long time since he could be where he is here at Rockford today. Didn't get the championship. And, of course, that's all pending the final tech, but he brings it home victorious in the Insight Digital 250. He's out of Madison, Wisconsin, in the Gildan Activewear Chevrolet. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brian Hoppy! Brian Hoppy with the victory. Brian, I gotta tell you, first of all, I've never seen donuts turn like that here at Rockford Speedway. That's a tight track to do that on. You did all right.
Oh man, what a crew. What a crew chief, what a crew, what a team, car owner, all the way down the line. I can't say enough about this Gildan Activewear team. We struggled a little bit at the beginning of the year, but the end of the year we have been on fire. And new crew chief, Joe Wood. I mean, nothing more I can say than that. Penske shocks, we changed those. And AP brakes, Gildan Activewear. I hope Carl Miller and all them guys came from up at Verona. Miller and Sons, they help us out a bunch. And thanks to all the girlfriends and wives, all these guys on the crew, and thanks to you fans for coming back out in a cold day, and I hope it's a good race for you.
Got to ask you, it was very, very exciting. Got to ask you, it got a little rough out there. It got rough early when Eddie got by you, and then when you got by Eddie, but I think you guys both realized that's racing at Rockford.
Yeah, I knew he was coming, and I think he had a better car at the beginning of the race, and I don't know if he faded and came back to us, and I couldn't really turn getting off the corner, and he's a good driver, and he held his line and like he's supposed to do, and I just needed to do what I needed to do to get by, and I really wanted to win this race. I mean, this was, in all my years of racing, this is the first time I've ever had more wins than Steve in a Remax deal in a season, and that's a pretty cool feeling. That's something you can hang your head on, and congratulations to Steve. He did a great job this year and on the championship and all that, and hopefully next year we can come back and make a tougher bid for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ron Breeze Jr. got that first victory here earlier today, and now you got it in the Remax race. You got to feel really good. Great way to end the season.
It's a great way to end the season. I'm really, I'm disappointed because this is our last race of the year. We're putting it away for the rest of the year, and I wish we were going to 10 more, but it's just the way it goes. And I thought that Ron and some of those other guys were going to come from the back. I mean, they came through the field pretty nice, and we got a good start there at the beginning and got out front, and then Eddie came through, and he was tough. I mean, I thought he was long gone. I thought he checked out, and he must have had something go bad because he came back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Insight Digital 250, Brian Hoppy! And we've got Jody Deary here with the Insight Digital trophy for Brian.
Yes, I do. Thank you for a good race, and we're very happy that you could have that.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for having us. You know, I've been coming here. I mean, it's not a lot of years for me, but I mean, probably 8-10 years, and coming here, I've raced street stocks here, and I've raced late models here, and to get my first win in a late model in the Remax Series at this prestigious place, a lot of big names have won races here. This is very cool.
Very cool. Brian Hoppy. And there's the